All right. So now we have pagination that you can go to the next page, you can go to the previous page, and you're still in one window, in one, let's say, data set of in your application. Now let's change it a little bit, because this pagination is quite common on websites, but if you are working with React Native and you are working on mobile devices, then you are most probably working more often with so-called load more pagination, when you scroll down and you have to load more results and get them rendered below the list of previous results. I would like to show you. It would be a pity to destroy this pagination, so we could maybe copy it, just keep it there, but we will do all locations load more. I'm just copying the file we just created in order to create new file, and we will just tweak it a little bit. So my new file is here with new name, and since I changed the name of the file, even the fragment has to be updated. So I will update the name of the fragment. I'm using wrong component here. Once again, the query. I see. Gracias. Should be better. Well, don't worry about it. It's like normal development, so it will like be not very nice with me at the end. But what's wrong? Of course, I have to use the right component here, so I will just use the right fragment and import the right component. We can leave it like this, and still not happy. Types?
You need to rename the type.
Proper types?
All locations underscore locations.
Yeah. But still,
shouldn't be the.
Don't think that's the problem. Well, there's nothing to update because there is some other problem yet.
It's not being created.
So let me think. Let's restart it if it doesn't work. I mean, it's literally written in the error, but I cannot see it. Can you please help me? There is got something, but expected something else.
Yeah, it's all location. It's plural,
of course.
singular.
Thank you. So see, beautiful. Now, see, this is the part where compiler is stuck for some reason. So I will just unstuck it, maybe. Oh yeah. One letter and such a damage. Well, but should work. And if it works for you, perfect. Just don't forget to write the right names. And now I'm going to adjust the layout a little bit. So I don't need two buttons. I need only one button. And the button is going to be like load more. So I have one button with load more. I will change the function, the callback that is going to be called. We don't need to go to the previous page again anymore. Load more. So perfect. I'm basically now deleting the code, so this is the best part of programming. Because we don't need to go back, so last and before is not necessary. Last and before is not necessary. Last and before is not necessary. And last and before. That's better. So still the pagination works like in the previous case, we are going next because the logic is still there, but we cannot go back. And if you have this, we are like 1 minute from the final state, honestly. I just need to write here directive connection, dramatic zoom.
Finally.
Connection, it has name. I think it's name or key. Well, we will see. It's key. Well, we will see. It's okay. Honestly, if you do some mistakes, the tools should kind of help you. So I will do something here. It will tell me that no. So let's check it. Yeah, it told me no. So it's a key. Yeah. And it should tell me no as well. No, it did not. Interesting.
The compiler should.
Yeah, it's fine. Well, in this case, the key is not that important, but let's write something more meaningful, like my locations connection. I honestly expected there is going to be an error, but it's not. Oh yeah, thank you. That's a problem. So see, that's nasty one. Should be here. Now here we go. Yes. Should be like there is some name convention. So I will just fulfill the requirements. Compiler is happy. I mean, the good strategy how to work with Relay, at least for me, is to have the compiler open in the next terminal to check that there is actually something happening. Like in this case, I expected something, it didn't happen. It's weird. But also, when you are committing something, then you see the changes, and it's very helpful to see the generated files, what actually happened there. And personally, it helps me to understand what's behind the scenes. It's like what is being done actually, like automatically, right? I didn't write it. But if I refresh it now and I click load more, we are done. Load more pagination. Go home. Bye. So this was pretty simple, no? I will explain what is going on here. Basically, we are still doing pagination with the we are still having there the functionality of going to the next page. So this still works. The relay is fetching the same data basically, and it's rendering them, but it's rendering them in a bit different way, because thanks to this annotation, thanks to this directive, I said take the new data that are coming back from the server, but instead of replacing the previous view, just append this data to the list, and that's it. That's the whole logic. So I will check my roadmap.
What for is the key connection?
Where is it used actually? I know one funny use case, but it's not very helpful.
For range add, range delete.
Oh, okay. So it's for mutations, for example, when you are mutating some data and you have to manually or like make a reference to this connection to work with the connection, like to manually edit there the results or remove them or prepend, append. My funny use case for this key is that if you have two lists with, let's say, two locations on the website and you use the same key name, then if you change something in one list, it changes even in the other list. So you can make really fun bugs.
Yeah, we will see it in use later when we will look at mutations.
Yeah. So everyone is ready? I think that I am. Oh, there's some error actually. So I have a time. Okay. I don't need this field. See, it's here we go. Perfect. So let's check what's happening here. Again, I'm running the lane on the whole monorepo. So yeah, it takes like 1 more second maybe, but I could actually compare it, right? But you will see the difference when you are working with more changes. Well, this is also not very fast, to be honest. Okay, this is actually maybe even slower, like way slower. Oh, I know why. You know why? Because there is not the logic of checking only changed files. So no wonder. Well, even just now back to our ecosystem. Even if you would run ourland on the whole code base, then it would be much faster, because this is how it was designed. It uses just runner, and which in practice means that it checks the files in parallel, which is different from default SLint. SLint doesn't work in parallel. So I don't know.